an instance where a celebrity actually slapped people. We've seen it.
Yes.
Do you understand? So now imagine, because nothing had been done to that guy now, he will do a greater one tomorrow. There are also an instance where a celebrity actually removed gun in a nightclub, pointed at someone.
What was he doing?
Do you understand? So the question is, has this guy been brought to book? No. I'm a big fan of this guy, trust me.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of On The Table. My name is Bolo Atefe, and with me today I have a full man squad or a full men's squad, whatever you decide to choose. So on my right I have Mr.
Everybody Abayomi, a civil servant.
And also on my left I have
Emmanuel Richard Carlos, a creative entrepreneur.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us on today's episode. So on this episode, we are going to be discussing a very, very controversial topic. I know a lot of you might have heard it several times. A lot of you might have witnessed it, and I'm even scared of saying it. But today, we are going to be discussing cancel culture, and we are going to be dissecting if it is actually a means of holding people accountable or just another form of online bullying. So, Mr. Yomi, I understand that cancel culture is actually a mob mentality, and sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can also be in the negative aspect. So what do you think? What is your take concerning cancel culture?
Well, I believe that no human being has the right to cancel another human being, either his career or anything. So, cancel culture, my own take, is actually a mob mentality. It has become a game of politics. It has become a game of numbers. There's no. How do I put this? There's no thorough search for the truth when cancel culture is in play. Whatever you think the person said, whatever you think the person did, you're supposed to leave it to the court of law to go on to find out the truth and pass judgment. That is why we have the law set in the first place. But in this case, where people just come and then they just say this, say that, everybody will just start. Some people use the opportunity to make themselves trend because somebody has done something. You understand? Yeah. So those kind of things. Well, personally, I believe it's cyberbullying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we are going with the trend of it's actually not just means of holding people accountable. Another form.
No, it can be holding people accountable. It started out. I think this cancel culture thing started to trend around. Was it not 2018, 19?
Yeah,
2018, 19. That is when it actually started in the UK and everything. So, but now I don't know. Like everything Nigerian, we have injected the Nigerian, should I call it a virus?
Yeah, Nigerian vibe.
Okay, we have injected the Nigerian vibe into it. It started out, it was supposed to be making people accountable. Somebody that you think that, okay, it is above the law. For example, a very influential and strong person does something that is wrong. The law was supposed to do the right thing, but we know how it is now. They will try to bend the law one way or the other. Yeah. That is when cancel culture comes into play. That's when it came into play. Okay, fine. This person is above the law. It's too strong. We cannot. But the power of the people has power over that person. But now, cancel culture has become a game of numbers. They have politicized everything.
Okay, so I'm going to move quickly to Mr. Car. So I don't know why I'm calling guys Mr. today, but I feel like that's like the vibe for today's episode. That's like the vibe for today's episode. So I understand that in the creative space, they do call each other out every now and then. You get to hear this person, we are calling out this person for doing this, for doing that. And sometimes you get to see that it is really not a matter of what the person really did, but it's just a matter of, did this thing favor me? So if this thing does not really favor me, I won't really hold this person accountable to that particular thing. Like, this person is my guy. I can't call out this person. This person is not my guy. We don't even talk like that. So it's so easy for people to like go against people they don't really have affiliation with. Do you think it's something that happens regularly?
Yes, it is, because the question you should ask yourself now is if people are being sentimental.
Yeah.
Okay, so because every human, we have that iota of sentiment in us, and we cannot, trade that for anything. Trust me. You want to protect your own person first, your family, your kids. Then maybe sometimes later you now start figuring out, oh guy, did you actually do this thing? But at that instance, at that type, at that immediate, you always want to have this person's back. And it's a family thing, especially in the creative and entertainment industry, where you see a lot of some set of people are just like cartel, just building community, around each other and promise to always, get their backs and all that. And also that has also, spring into like a fan-based community thing. This FC versus this FC. So you cannot take away that fact that people would always take side, on something. Then later on, the human in you now, say, hey, guy, calm down. This is my guy. Did he actually do this thing? Okay, now it's now left for them to now say, okay, should we resolve this internally or should we take it outside so people can either learn from it and say, hey, regardless of what you did, you can still be called out. You're not above the law. And also, like he had rightly said, that a lot of time we do not wait for the legal proceedings of things.
Legal proceedings are like
that. Thing looks like it takes the whole. Do you understand? So the question you now also need to ask is that, should I be my own judge? And everybody is always entitled to their opinion, So it now takes another shape when you're trying to personally attack people or name calling or try to shame people without facts. So another thing about cancel culture is, do you have evidence? Can you present this as, oh, Mr. A actually did this thing? Because see, the moment you are prominent, everyone you becomes an asset to everyone, and everyone becomes an asset to you. Whether you're a musician, politician, one way or the other, I am funding you. Do you understand? Whether directly or indirectly, you are answerable to me. So when I say that you screw up in an aspect or you did something bad, and I'll say, okay, this guy, you really messed up, or I'll stop streaming your video or your content, or regardless, whatever thing you're doing. So I think cancel culture is not a bad thing. Trust me. Okay. So the only thing we need to just invest more energy, more resource is the process. Because I believe more on the process than the result. Yes, I believe more on the process. When we can, validate some facts and bring some things to, okay, this guy did this. This is the pointer. This is the pointer. This is the evidence. Okay, guy, let's cancel this guy. I am in.
Okay, sorry, please. Who and who are going to sit down to decide that this guy did this did this? Let's cancel it.
Okay. So the whole thing now is, with this mobile phone, with this social media handles, it now looks like everyone is a judge, all right? And some people,
private
investigator. So because I am interested in you as an artist, and I have streamed your work, I have seen your work, I have one way, my token has one way added up to your millions.
Yes.
Okay, it's not left for me to say, okay, I have done my own due diligence. Hey guys, my community, my fan base, let's cancel this guy. This guy has screwed up really bad. So I don't think that's a bad process. But where the problem now lies in is, did you do your own work? Because you don't want to cyberbully anybody on the wrong or on the false information. Trust me, you don't want to do that.
Okay, so the reason why I'm going to say this is that I've seen even in America, I've seen whereby they cancel somebody and the person's business and majority of what the person has surrounding the particular person went down. There are like several instances we can actually point out. And if you bring that to Nigeria, even though we really put the Nigerian vibe, I don't know why I'm saying Nigerian vibe, even though we really put the Nigerian vibe to it, sometimes these people do things that are bad, and we don't cancel them. But when they now come to do things that are like, we can say, oh, this guy actually did like the right thing this time around, then another set of people will now say, oh, hey, he's just trying to cover his tracks from what he did last time, and they still come out again to see cancel the person.
Wait, I didn't get that.
You don't get it. You don't get it. Okay, this is what I'm saying. For example, we have an artist that did something really terrible, but because he has a large fan base,
they try to cover it up.
But now the person is not doing something good now.
Okay.
But now people now have more access to what happened earlier on.
Okay.
So now people are not judging him based on what he did. They're like
The recent one.
The recent one. They're not
Okay.
like, oh, he's just doing this to cover up what
the
he
past.
did
Okay.
initially.
Okay.
You know that there's this should I call it an adage that says people don't actually see the good you do. If you do 99 like one thing I said, if I do 99 good, I still remain one.
Yes.
You're a bad person.
So people don't tend to reckon with the good that you do. They feel that you doing good is a normal thing.
Yes,
when
it is. Actually, it is.
But when you do bad,
Yes,
they
it
come
becomes
for
abnormal.
blood.
The thing is just that
doing good is
just that
normal.
people are always suspicious of when people do good because it's either they want to get something in return for that particular act of kindness.
But you know it's a fact.
No, I don't think that should be a fact because, for instance, if I'm doing good because it is called good.
What is your precedence? What have you been doing before now?
We shouldn't tie every good deed to a reward. That's where the problem comes in.
Please, what I'm trying to say is
In the aspect of social media, that's
what I'm going to.
when people do good,
What have you been doing? What have you been doing?
It's something that we see every
Before, okay, for example, now I have never done giveaway before.
Okay.
That's true.
And I come to my social media space.
Yeah.
And decide that today I want to do giveaway.
Okay.
By right, as a human being, you should be suspicious.
So why is this guy?
Why?
The guy you're shaking it now. He has not done this thing before. Why is he doing it now?
Everything started off as one time. All right. There's no 100 without.
Something must have prompted
How
that first
about
time.
the act of generosity?
Oh, really?
Yes, generosity.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth.
Really?
See, we have tied
Bros,
so many things
generosity.
to reward mentality. I feel that, okay, let's say for instance now maybe you forget your mobile phone somewhere at a restaurant and I just like, oh, sir, you forget this is your phone. I was like, oh, thank you. I should do that not because you're going to dip your hand in your pocket and give me money.
No, I might not even do that.
Exactly. But I've done it. Do you understand? So it's human
Be true to
for you
yourself.
to do something good and not expect any reward.
Wait.
To you.
No.
This is how it should
It's not even to him. Let us be true to ourselves.
Let's not personalize
Wait,
it.
let us be true to ourselves.
Okay.
If I misplace my phone,
Yes.
you find it.
Yes.
You call me.
Yes.
You make efforts to give me back my phone without expecting anything from me.
Yeah.
In your heart of hearts, why did you do it?
Because I feel that tomorrow it might be my own turn.
You have a motive.
There's always
You have a
That's the
motive. You have something.
That motive might not necessarily be tied to a reward. Let's not forget that.
Oh, really?
Reward is instantaneous.
It might not be instantaneous.
Reward sometimes are not instantaneous.
It might not be instantaneous.
I might get you a drink today now.
Okay,
Maybe in the
tomorrow
next
you're gonna
10,
pay
20,
back.
maybe next 20 years, eventually you see me getting stranded somewhere and you're like, oh, this guy did this favor for me one time. Let me just repay
That's
him.
when
Something
the
like that.
universe, make that plays out, bro.
Let's not
deviate.
I just want to understand that for every good thing that any human being does, there's a motive. There's a reward. It's focusing on somewhere, sometime.
And are you aware also that as a leader, for any good or bad thing you did too, you should either get an appraiser or
Yes,
get
I agree with you.
good. So should we now focus on, because you said that you do not think people should be cancelled. You didn't go with that ideology.
Yeah, I don't.
But the truth is, people should be held accountable for things. Like a public figure.
See,
you can
I agree
easily
with you.
influence either positive or negative
I agree
vibes
with
to
you
your
on that.
followers.
I agree with you on that. But being a public figure it makes you accountable to people.
Okay.
But the people cannot be the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
But
Wait. There is an institution set aside.
Do you believe in that institution?
Yes, I do. If they are
that
not,
institution favored you in the past year.
I've not had any reason to be cancelled.
No,
I don't do bad. I'm a good person.
How do you know you're a good
How
person?
do you now? What is
I
the
decided
metrics?
to use-
How do you know you're a
Nah,
good person?
you can't say
How
that
do you know you're a
for
good
real.
person?
Do you have anything against me?
You
Right?
can't be the measure.
You have anything against me?
No, you can't be the measure of you being good. It's
Good
other
or
people
bad.
that will say, oh,
Yeah.
this person.
Hey, people around me say I'm good.
you don't know the people around you that have said you are good. So basically,
Do you have a reason to say that I'm bad?
Do you imagine?
I can't
if
say you
are
are
in
bad.
public-
Okay.
I can't say you are bad right now
That is
because
one vote.
we don't have the full scope of who you are.
Yes, you
only know you
might
are-
never even have the full scope of who I am.
Actually, that's
But meeting us now, you feel I'm a good person, right? Thank you. You feel I'm a good person,
I
right?
don't feel.
I didn't say
Oh,
yes.
you feel I'm a bad person.
I didn't
No,
say
I'm
yes.
still not
I didn't
feeling
say
that too,
yes.
because
I didn't
I
say
know I
yes.
have to be neutral until proven otherwise.
Yes.
I agree with you. Neutral is fine by me.
Yes, I think I want.
Neutral is fine by me. I have a good year. So 1/2.
I didn't really say it's good.
1/2.
didn't-
But really, seriously, when people decide, see, let me tell you something. Information is key. A lot of times, when we're talking about this cancel culture of a culture,
Cancel culture.
see, a lot of people, tautology.
I like that.
A lot of people don't understand. They don't even wait for information. Do you know that there are so many zombies on the internet
Yeah. I
that
wouldn't say
immediately Bolulo type will lay. It's like that.
the reason why it is like that is that they've come to like they've built like trust in this person, and when this
Yes.
person puts out information,
Yes.
it's always the correct.
Forgetting that human beings
it's
change is the only thing that
for
is
them to be
constant.
swayed by what this person imposed. That's why I was saying that it is a form of holding people accountable. Fine, there are some times that this thing do work, but there are also
Yes.
times that
I
this thing
told you it
this
used to
thing
work.
is like in the wrong aspect. For example, there was I think I was reading a particular trade about somebody that got accused of raping somebody, and the person got called out, all the whole accountability stuff and everything. But the guy was innocent.
Is it the footballer guy?
No, I really won't state
okay.
the name.
Yeah.
But the guy was innocent. So now you actually tarnish the person's image because there's a limit to how we can actually relate to even other females outside the sphere of his friends. So you can see now you already tagged him. So and they are not going to come outside to say, oh, it was all a mistake. They don't do it. The mob.
There's no reverse. That's what I'm going to. Thank you. See, God bless you. You just
It
buttressed my point.
now depends on which angle you guys are looking at things from. Yeah, if you counseled me for raping someone or a rape case,
And you didn't do it.
how do you know I didn't do it? That's the question.
That is where the law
invest
comes
more
into.
on the process than the result.
how did
If
you
the
know
result
that?
had proven that Mr. A and A did this, let's cancel this guy. It's simple, because a lot of these guys become affluent or becomes an influencer on what's it called? On the pedestal that I can do anything. See, once you are a celebrity, you are a big boy. 50% of whatever thing you're gonna do that is not out in the public is Yoruba will say OTJ law. Do you understand? There are instances where a celebrity actually slapped people. We've seen it.
Yes.
Do you understand? So now imagine, because nothing has been done to that guy now, he will do a greater one tomorrow. There are also an instance where a celebrity actually removed gun in a nightclub, pointed at someone.
What was he doing?
Do you understand? So the question is, has this guy been brought to book? No. I'm a big fan of this guy, trust me. Big time. But the question is, has this guy been brought to book? No. Has anything been done? No. So tomorrow now, when something now turned up, maybe there was an investigation that lead to, okay, this guy bullied someone or he raped someone or he did something, then we now counsel this person, and you're now telling me that, oh, he's a we should. No, sir, I totally disagree.
I agree.
People should be held accountable for whatever, and even at that, if you walk close to death, there's no how you walk close to death sometimes that you will not get dirty. let's be frank.
Of course.
So, sure, sometimes you might not do it. Do you understand? You might actually not do that thing, but because you want to do it, you want to like, abuelo, you will now say, did I do it? I did not do it. So why are you counseling it? But you are almost now. Let's be sincere.
The reason why I'm saying is that
You were almost.
I agree with you.
the person was not even there. The person was not even there when the incident took place, and he was accused of doing something that he was not present.
Oh, really?
Papa was not even there.
If the person,
They just look
if
for
there are
people to say-
evidence
people
to
say
this
this guy.
thing, this thing is glaring.
See.
If there are evidence, okay, just like someone who is calling someone out for debts. One guy who is not too popular but is a big boy is calling another big shot out that he owe him about 100 and something million, in debt.
That was
Now the
paid
question
the
is that were they contracts? Was there a service or goods? Was there an exchange, whether goods or services? Was there an invoice? See, if these things are available, trust me, you don't need to even go far.
See, let me tell you something. Sorry, please, let me tell you something. See, these things that you're talking about, if they are readily available, if evidences are readily available, there will be no cases to be judged. Everybody will see Glenn. But it's a matter of truth and lie. You see, there's no crime that is easy for you to get this thing. That is why we have institutes that their job is to look for evidence.
But you said what if no? You said that if there is not. You said if it's not, and you said if these things are available, there will be no exactly. So because these things are sometimes not available, so we now take this matter to a legal institute, which most times too, it is only arguments. This institute you are talking about is based on arguments sometimes, and arguments. A lot of times it's based on technicalities.
Based on argument and alibis.
Good. It's actually you go argue.
Do you understand? So now the question you should ask yourself is that if one or two people have come out and say, but this guy, I think I vibe more in trying to put some Yoruba Ajasa.
Yes, sir.
But do you understand? We cannot truly trust you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there is a track record of you being
must you criticize him for it?
That is
see the crime has not been committed. Okay.
The crime has almost been. I don't have to wait for
because I carry Schweppes now and I even opened it. Does that mean I drank it?
But that was the intention.
No,
that was the intention.
Oh really? Really?
The question now is that this Schweppes is a command. Now let's take out this critically. This Schweppes, they is a commercial entity, right? Yes. They are producing this thing for exchange of money with value, right? See, the moment you get hold of this thing and you have exchanged it, whatever decision that is left for you to do or to make with this product that has been purchased is off my own business. Do you understand? Whether you open it or you pour it or you wait or you use it, I mean, this drink is really an awesome drink. So I wouldn't expect that you are buying this drink to do otherwise rather than drinking it.
Right.
A lot of people actually.
No, you cannot.
I know a lot of people that they add other things to Schweppes actually. But
let's understand ourselves. The crime here, that you want to cancel me for is drinking Schweppes. That's the crime.
If you buy it and you open it,
if I buy it, I open it, I even smell it, take it close to my mouth, and return it back. Did I commit that crime?
See.
Did I commit that crime?
No.
It's a yes or no answer.
Crime is like a give and take. Yeah. All right. As long as nobody will come outside and find a litigation or say, whatever decision you took on that Schweppes has a negative impact on me, then I don't think this should be having this kind of conversation.
We're not using it as an example, as an illustration.
Let's have an illustration has a negative impact.
Let's assume that. I don't want to be vulgar. I don't want to use rape or something. That's why I'm using Schweppes. Okay. Let's assume that the law says that if you drink Schweppes, you should be punished, whatever kind of punishment.
No, let's not use because me, I want to drink this thing.
No, okay.
I'm serious.
Okay, fine.
Let's not use that because I don't want to. Because I'm going to drink this.
Let's use this example.
Let's use another example.
I have a friend. I have a friend that I've been friends with for like 10 years, for example. Now, maybe for like 10 been friends. Then I borrowed this guy money. When I borrowed this guy money, nobody was there. Okay. I borrowed this guy money. Then our agreement is that you pay me. We didn't have written agreement.
Okay, what's
nothing like
about?
Invoice, just verbal. My guy. I borrowed it money 6 months. After I go pay for 6 months now. Then this guy, 2 years and 6 months. This guy has not paid. That's like extra 4 there's an extra 2 years. How many months?
2 years, that's about another 24 months.
Another 24 months. Oh, the go here. And this guy has not paid back. Then I've spoken to this guy. After you don't pay this. He said he's not paying the money. Then I take this guy.
He said he's not paying.
He said he's not paying the money. Then I take this guy. I take him to social media. And I start saying that, calling the guy out that after some people you borrow them money for 6 months. In the next 2 years and 6 months, they will not repay the money. You know it's small. So the other people that also have similar experience with this guy, they will now say, oh, that guy, he owe me money too. He know they pay. So you can see that when I was begging this guy to give me the money, you know he did not want to give me the money. But now that I've not taken him outside, there are other people that he is now owing money.
Now start coming outside. So you will now call that. Okay, now let me now even shock you, sir.
Because I'm not doing bad by calling him out. I'm just letting him be accountable so he can pay off all the debt.
For that, let's not forget that sometimes we need to be very, practical in dealings, regardless the affiliation with you. See, bros, if I'm that guy, do you know I can sue you?
For defamation of character, yes.
But he's owing money.
No, he's owing you money.
I might argue
where is the premise? No. Where is the premise that Mr. A. Ajanaku, is owing you money?
You see now, we are not going the legal way by saying because we didn't have a.
Okay, now you are back to what I'm saying.
That was where we actually wanted to get to. That we didn't have a contract. That is why this person should not be held accountable.
See,
so he's my guy. I can't be saying
you know that
go into a contract just because I want to borrow you money.
No.
Did you establish any form of conversation?
We just say,
verbal conversation.
You want dash out the money with that now?
In the court, this thing can actually be strikeouts.
They will strike it out now.
Do you understand? So with that in mind, me, Emmanuel, I will tell you, Esther, I'm not owing you a dime.
But you know you are owing the person, which is actually.
But you can't prove it. So it's not left for me to just like you said if I trust you.
I say I know you.
Yes, just like when you ask the question of me trusting whether you are a good person or not. That's now why self-awareness now comes through. Do you understand? Because for me, I cannot come outside and say, oh, truly, I owe you this money or you owe me, because there's nothing that would lead to say, okay, this guy actually. That's true. This is our conversation. This guy's.
Who was there when you brought
Who was there? Who is the witness and whatnot? So that is now we now need to understand that the process before something happens is even more important than that thing happen.
So if I want to borrow my friend money now, we should already have a contract.
It might not necessarily be. It might not necessarily be a phone call. It might even be a voice note. Mr. Tunde, please. Mr. AA, please send me a voice note of what you want. And that voice note, I will send it to my other person.
It doesn't even need to be.
It's going to be as if.
Men do of whatever it is.
Shebi, he called you
my
to
brother.
borrow the money. Record the call now.
Wait.
Men do of whatever it is.
I'm calling out this guy so that this guy can pay me my money. Because I'm trying to hold this guy accountable to what he has done. And now you guys are saying, we can displace the fact
part of the process of cancel culture. Part of the process of cancel culture is accountability.
This guy is not being accountable to ordinary.
Did you work on your own due diligence? Did you work on your own?
This guy is my guy. I can't be a wicked person by not borrowing this guy money when I know that this guy really needed the money.
Do you know that emotions has nothing to do with law, Sha?
Exactly.
We understand that emotion has nothing to do with law. But if I'm calling this guy out, I don't even need to even get to the point of calling this guy out before he pays me the money. So me now taking the pain.
Do you know that? Do you know that in the process of
so you have refused to pay?
Are there been cases where an artist is cancelled for an offense he or she might have committed knowingly or let's use the word mistakenly, and then that person is now cancelled? Whose fault is it? Let's strive on mistake.
Wait.
Mistake.
Yes,
on mistake mode.
Yes.
Okay, people can actually get cancelled for mistake because they don't even know. You know that the information is very powerful.
Yeah.
If you know about a particular thing,
okay,
you might necessarily don't want to do it, but there are people that they are deviant and they still want to do it.
Okay.
So if this person does not know,
so is that an excuse for? If this person does not know,
we don't need to cancel the person.
No.
We don't need to cancel the person. We can hold the
you don't
person.
understand the pedestal of leadership. That's why you're sounding this way, because
We don't need to cancel the
leadership. The moment you are a leader, do you understand? It is bestowed on you. Because you are leading different sect of people, different religions. Do you understand? You are like a voice to them.
What I'm trying
so
to
there's no excuse.
let him
It's just like it's like having a tour, being a musician, a global musician, a big, and having a tour in the Arab or a Middle East, and then you are going with dancers who are almost half stripped.
You are the one that
And you are not.
you are the one that put something on your head.
No.
Wait, let him
And
add.
you are now saying you don't know that it is against their culture there not to dance half stripped.
Actually, ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
It is never an excuse.
Never.
What I'm trying to drive at is that
The leadership position comes with a
what I'm
lot.
trying to drive at that time was that this person did this without the foreknowledge of this particular information. But the bad part about the Nigerian
Wait,
council
wait.
the bad part about the Nigerian council culture is that after they held you accountable, they will now pull you down.
Yes.
That is where the cyberbullying. So I can actually hold somebody accountable and
not pull
bully
that
the
person down.
But with the Nigerian vibe, they will hold you accountable.
How do you
They will
what
now
are those
pull
years?
you down.
What is okay?
How do you
Please
hold people
define
accountable?
accountability.
Yes, let's talk.
Accountability is just the person after they've said so.
Acknowledging that he did it.
Oh,
And I come
I
and say,
acknowledge.
"Oh, I am
I acknowledge."
sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That is the way to actually clear your. That's the way to actually clear your.
Okay.
In the right sense of that's the way to actually clear your. Remember, you come out and say, "Oh,
I am sorry for
I'm
this.
very sorry
I
for
did
doing this and
all
this."
that.
Even despite the fact that I did it not with the foreknowledge of this particular, and people actually understand. But in Nigeria,
Sorry, let me
No matter the apology,
chip in something.
no matter the apology,
How
Let me
about,
chip in.
how
Let me
about
chip in
when
something.
that damage had actually cost someone else's life?
Even it might not even cost like.
Will your apology bring back that life?
no, we are not talking about a case whereby somebody did something intentional. The intentionality of it.
Either by
Now, whether
mistake or
intentional
not.
or not.
You have done this thing.
Did you
have
do
done
it?
You are not
Yes. Did
saying,
this thing
okay,
take someone's life?
you acknowledge,
Yes.
you
You
are
are now
sorry.
coming out and say, oh,
Does that
that is damage control.
Everybody will
A lot
come
of
and say,
damage control.
everybody will come and say, I'm sorry now.
We are not saying that. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that damage control will fix it. I'm not saying that. It just shows that you've acknowledged the fact that you have done this.
Okay.
A lot of people don't come
You
out to
and
do
that
that.
person is with
me ask
is
you.
that
A lot of
person
people
with
don't come out
God.
to do
It's
that.
only
Let me ask
God
you a question.
that will not genuinely look at the heart of that person and say, okay, I forgive it.
Let me ask you a question.
But on Twitter streets, Nigeria streets,
Bolu, come, please. Let me ask you. Let me say
Don't go
something. If you plead guilty in court,
Yeah.
you are found guilty, and you actually plead that I'm guilty, does that mean that you will not be
you
sentenced?
will not serve.
You might get a lesser sentence.
Lesser, but you will still be
you be served?
sentenced.
Will you be
Or
served?
a lesser sentence.
Will you be served?
Bros, you will be sentenced.
But in the court of
Apology
in the court of
does not
Twitter,
does
in the
not
street of
correct
Twitter,
your mistake.
Nobody
You
wants
only
it to even apologize. They don't want
Exactly.
to. They just want to bring
that
it down.
is the, see,
Anything
that
has
is
your
the
name.
vibe. Because
That
see,
is why you have to
see
be
that
careful.
you see
You have
that
to be
spot.
careful.
Another thing, let's
that is one of the reasons why I don't support cancel culture.
Because people will get to suffer.
Because cancel
For
culture
example now,
is a bike. It has no reverse.
For example,
Once it has started, going, it goes. It doesn't reverse. It doesn't look back until the deed is done.
You two don't look back. What are you looking back?
Easy. Are we not human beings?
Have you forgotten that position that you are that makes you an influential person? Millions of people
I
are actually eyeing
understand.
it. So see, to attain success, one of the hardest thing in life is actually not even attaining the success. Is actually maintaining that success. Do you understand? And when you see people who are now referred to as legend or as big
they've
wigs,
also made
do
mistakes.
you understand?
Of course.
They've
They are
also
human
made
beings now.
mistakes.
They've made mistakes.
How were
But
they able to manage the mistakes and people did not cancel them and bringing them down?
It's now left for them and for God.
Because they kept the mistakes.
Sometimes some of these things is grace. I can't explain that. I'm not.
Some of those things.
Sometimes it's grace. I don't know how it happened.
The mistake did not come to limelight. That is just the truth.
No. You can't say that.
Sometimes
there are some grievous mistakes that actually came to limelight, and it just seems like it never happens.
They still did not cancel these people.
It actually seems okay. See, this person I told you slapped someone. I was at that event. Just a server who wants to take picture with that big star. He was slapped. He slapped the boy.
Sometimes.
Do you understand?
And it didn't trend.
then it's actually trends.
It trended. Then why?
Yes.
Then
you know, but that guy now is times 100 bigger in abroad.
Nobody cancel the person.
In abroad, you can't go scot-free doing that thing. You can't.
Thank you for that example. You just helped me. You just helped me push to my point. Somebody was slapped, and it trended. And yet the person was not cancelled.
It was not cancelled. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. Yes. And that person had gone. And that person had gone to be a bigger bully.
Now.
Yes.
And still the person has not been cancelled.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you call that a right means of judgment?
To me, I think it's not right.
Thank you.
Do you understand? It's not right. As opposed to you not even having someone be cancelled.
Thank you. You already said what I want to
You
do.
just admitted what you want.
Thank you.
Listen.
It is not right.
Bolu, that person.
Is that a fair means of judgment?
But
It
that
is
person
not.
was not cancelled, and I'm pained. Because I'm of the opinion that if you did something wrong, you should be called out, if possible, cancelled.
And the person was not even called out, not talk of being cancelled.
Yes, and I'm pained.
People saw the video as if it's a normal thing. So are you do you call that
kind of vibes?
Is that a normal means of judgment?
It is not.
Cancel culture, obviously.
It is not. Because we need to take into.
I said something earlier. When it started, there was a reason for it. But now it is popular. People have turned cancel culture to a tool, especially social media stars. They know what to tell you.
For example, so
that you will believe what they are saying, and then before you know it, you have cancelled their enemy. Now there is like a
me
tool.
has a deal with Schweppes now. If me has a deal with Schweppes now, and we cancel him, do you know that can actually lead to Mr. Yomi losing his deal with Schweppes?
It's not as if it can. It will lead to.
That's the idea.
That's the idea now.
That's the idea.
To say, oh, we are tracking our.
Of course.
Let's imagine the Kanye West saga.
Kanye West saga is another thing.
It's relatively almost the same thing.
Because he almost lost everything.
Do you understand?
I imagine.
Based on.
So what do you do? What do you think? Like, cool with it or not?
Well,
was he guilty?
I don't know if he was guilty. I don't have the facts. It is what they are saying that I'm reading.
And also
I don't have the facts.
You by no chance have you seen pictures, videos?
No, I've not seen pictures
of Kanye West, misbehaving or something.
Yeah, yes, I have.
You have.
Yes. Yes.
All right, then.
But we have somebody. Listen.
Let's not
Kanye West misbehaved. That is why he was almost cancelled.
See, you cannot.
Somebody in our country here has done something similar. And nothing has been done.
Paid. I've told you I am paid.
Does your pain change anything?
Because this guy ought to have been brought to book.
Does the pain you have now change anything?
That this guy is going on.
Is it not better for us to just
leave the person?
Petition this cancel
and that
culture.
bully continues.
Has it not continued now?
Yes. No. But imagine if this has a negative effect on psychological on the victim.
Of course it will.
And that victim happens to be you.
If you were to be me,
imagine.
You
can imagine. That is it.
No.
That is what we are talking about. See, the moment someone of high caliber, someone prominent misbehave, you see, it might seem very minute. It might seem okay.
There's nothing minute about it.
That's what I'm saying. It might seem. See, there's a member of the House of Assembly or maybe the Senate. There's a member who actually walked to a store and bullied.
I think I heard about that.
And this person is still sitting. So what that means to a layman, what that means to an ordinary Nigerian is that it's not more sitting, right?
I don't think it's sitting.
Okay, I think he had problem.
Yes, there's an issue
not because of that.
No, not because of that. That one.
No, what this is telling me is that Emmanuel, by all means.
Why can't you take him to court?
Because they feel like it's so minute.
Oh really?
I don't think so. I really don't.
Do you know the psychological effect of being bullied by a star?
Yes.
if we really want to take everything serious, we know that even to the minute things, our justice system should be able to like take serious course on them.
Will the justice system come and go and arrest him by themselves? Was there a charge? Was there a report?
And that is why I love you call it cyberbullying. I don't call it
Was there
cyberbullying.
be a report? So people will always resort to social media when
Exactly.
if they go this route, this guy
Exactly.
lock here. It's like
So it now happens when the gullible ones
they will just trap the
I
queen
agree with you.
and you surrender everything.
I agree with you.
Checkmate in here.
But the fact is that even this your so-called justice, me I call it jungle justice.
Okay, I'm glad.
It doesn't really have effects. Sure, you know.
But it actually has.
The person ran to social media. Look at the whole world has seen it. You were bullied by this guy. What happened?
It actually has effect.
What's the effect?
Sometimes.
Let's use that. We have 2 cases on ground now. Slap, bully. What are the effects?
Now the effect to me, I feel that once I see something and there are pointers to these things, immediately is either I withdraw or I call for other community to say withdraw your support. With this guy, cancel this guy the little we can. It might not necessarily have like a big impact, but the moment you lose 500 followers, 1,000 followers, or you discover that your streaming has reduced, do you understand?
Should I
or as a member of the house, you were recalled.
Should I bust your
Do you
bubble?
understand?
Nobody has.
Bros, should I bust your bubble? Should I bust your bubble?
And everything.
That particular incident you're talking about, it even gave him more followers.
He gave him more followers, right? That is where the problem is. So we need to cancel more people. Let a lot of people know that once you misbehave, you can be held accountable, and you can always pay with your sin, either through your royalties or being cancelled, or even just being degraded to the last
All
minute.
these things you are saying.
Every other leaders, every other public
I agree with you. I love it. But these things that you are saying,
is still not practical.
do you know that by right, human beings, by default, we are selfish?
Exactly.
You want to argue that?
I'm not agreeing that.
By default, we were born selfish. Now, you say what he did is wrong.
Of course.
Your own moral standard.
No, not mine.
Yes.
There's a general
acceptable moral standard.
What if I say is okay by me?
No, you can't say it's okay.
Why?
You can't see.
There's a culture.
You can't see.
There's
That's
a culture
not.
that revolves around.
Oh, culture now in this dispensation.
Yeah, there's a culture that revolves around.
This Gen Z age. Which culture? Culture no day again.
We are not talking about.
Culture no day again.
No. We are not talking about the updated culture.
Okay, I come now.
The latest culture.
I see you.
You're not talking about the
I see you.
updated
You come.
one.
Wait, I will start. I will sing. You come. Say, I bro, make I take. You want to be father. I tear you slap. To you, it's a bad thing. I bullied you.
Yes, it
Abi?
is.
It's actually a bad thing because in the first.
My fans will say, we never kọjá àyà rẹ̀. What deep pẹ̀lú ẹ̀?
In the first.
My fans will call it discipline.
Even those
you
fans
will call it
do.
bullying.
No, that's the reason why
They are
my
toxic fans. Toxic.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
That's what
they are
I'm
not
saying.
even jealous
So
fans.
because
Because they knew that immediately when that guy succeeded in taking that picture, he will
going to
use it to
help him.
pepper other people, or he will use it to elevate his own social standards, depending on which side of the coin. Do you understand?
So the person wants to use. You want to use
our
for free
for Nigeria.
And I rejected it.
We
Now you're saying it's a bad thing.
we are just
But you
the
also use
enemy
it
of
to make
progress.
You do know we can argue that out.
Enemy of progress.
That is it
That's
now.
sometimes.
So guys,
You say you wait. Don't sow yet. Don't sow yet. I don't know what I'm saying now.
This is good.
No. This is paining me.
But really.
Okay, don't worry. I don't want to take it
We
personal.
need to take a vote. So at this, I understand that we enjoyed this conversation, but at this point, we need to take a vote, like we always do in every episode. So, cancel culture. Sorry, is it a means?
Cyberbullying.
What is cyberbullying? So, Mr. Kalaso,
Cancel culture is not cyberbullying.
My take.
No.
this is stake.
No, it's too no, see, when you say this is stake, you're trying to enforce your own opinion.
The same thing you're trying to
No, because it's two different words. Okay. Cancel culture, cyberbullying. They did not. The words is not together.
do. Cancel culture as a tool for cyberbullying.
Okay, what if I want to use another tool for cyberbullying?
Of course, you are free.
So
What
it's
other
two
tool can
different
you use
things.
for cyberbullying?
No, there are a lot of tools.
What we are talking about now is cancel
Now, the
culture.
question-
Me, I see it as a tool for cyberbullying because it is a game of numbers.
Cancel culture comes with accountability.
Mr. Yomi has actually casted his
Do you
vote.
understand?
You want us to start a game?
No, we can't start.
It is a
I
game.
don't-
It is a
I
game.
don't
It
want
is a
to-
game of numbers.
See.
It depends on how many fans I have, how many followers you have.
So now
Depends
becomes no.
We just need to take the vote.
I think that sometimes also we need to reorient our
See, most times, let me tell you something. Most times,
fan base also has
what you said, I'm not arguing with you too. That it stands for accountability. But let me tell you the truth. In this Gen Z age, like I said earlier, in this Nigeria,
Everybody have their truth. That's just
your truth is not my truth.
in this Gen Z.
What you believe is right,
Everybody-
might not to me. It might be wrong.
So that's just it.
So there's
For
no
example,
general acceptability of things.
No, we are not saying there is no general
wait.
acceptability of things. We are just
What
saying
there
that
is, I
in
don't-
this-
There used to
there-
be general acceptability of.
There is actually.
During
Oh really?
There
Right
is-
now,
there
you
is-
feel so?
There is.
Tell me something that is generally
It's not only Gen Z
acceptable.
that is online.
It's not only Gen Z now.
How many old men they online
It's not
now?
only Gen Z.
How many of
It's not
them?
only
How
Gen
many
Z
of
now.
them?
You will be shocked.
Well, I don't know. I don't have the statistics.
The most pressing, yes, of course,
I don't have
happens,
statistics.
Gen Z happens to
I mean,
maybe in this
people
part
that
of
get
the
into
world.
trouble. Majority of
Gen Z
the
happens to
times.
be,
They get
all
into
over.
trouble almost every
Do you
time.
understand? But you will be
Understand.
shocked that sometimes these people opinions are very inconsequential. Why? Because a lot of times it is driven by emotion.
Yes.
And
That's what I'm saying.
And sometimes
Emotion.
as people grow up, they tend to like.
They now understand. I used to love
Most
this.
people's opinion are usually driven by emotion. Most people, actually, most people. Some of you will say, okay, me, I'm a Christian. I believe that Jesus is the way to go. That's my belief. That's what I've been trained to believe.
I believe
And you decide that,
I
okay,
believe so too.
no, I'm not.
believe so too.
We are
Tell us,
we are waiting. Let me
we believe the same
wait. Okay, you believe so. Okay, you believe that you people are Christians.
Yes.
You cannot decide that, okay, it's Allah I want to worship. That devil is the way forward.
If you check the constitution, it gives you the right to.
So
Nobody really has.
okay, now you are coming to the constitution.
Has
See,
ever been known for anything good?
We need to wrap.
Oh, really?
We need to
That's
wrap
the
up, guys.
question
We need to
we
wrap
asked.
up, guys.
yes.
Has never been
Yes,
known.
yes, yes.
Maybe we'll talk this.
Did they
maybe
give
in
money
next
well, well?
episode. And I would like to be called on the
can-
next.
I swear, I would like. Devil they give money. It's very, very good. Who told you devil is not good?
I don't know, I've never
Devil is good now.
had one,
Yeah.
so I can't say.
So-
and I'm hoping not to.
Mr. Yomi has actually casted his vote for bullying. So I would also like to take your votes concerning the subject matter.
See, my stance still remains. Cancelled culture is a tool for accountability.
For accountability.
Yeah, not bullying.
So-
just
Okay.
I understand that my own opinion does not really matter, but we have a tie here, and really, I would really say that it's just a tool for accountability, just like Kalasuri said. It's a tool for accountability, but just that in Nigeria, the Nigerian vibe of dragging people down, whatever is attached to.
We are in Nigeria, so everything we are doing.
don't really-
why do we make it look like
They don't really
dragging
believe
people
that.
down? Harukeli, I mean, a lot of, I'm calling names, but I don't want to. But see,
People of God.
people have been cancelled down for wrong dealings. It's not just Nigeria vibes.
I'm not saying.
No, he said the
The
Nigerian
Nigerian
vibe
vibe to it, the Nigerian vibe to it,
seems to bring people down.
The Nigerian vibe
if you
to
screw
it-
up, there's a reward for screwing up.
like
And I don't think
The
that's
A lot of people have been screwing up and they are going better. And the ones that are even doing good, you understand?
Nigerians don't forgive people. They don't believe that someone has done something bad now, he can then repent and do something.
forgiveness is divine and it's for God.
Leave forgiveness alone. Don't even
God.
be there.
I don't even go
Which
to
one is forgiveness in this
Even
one?
see, some
There's no
people,
forgiveness
even
in
if
this one.
God forgive you, Twitter people will not forgive you.
Of course, definitely.
Twitter don't forget and they don't forgive.
Yes, they don't.
So guys, we've come to the end of today's episode and it has been an amazing discussion so far. So if you have your comments, you can drop your comment in the comment section. Remember to like and also subscribe and also share this video like to your family and friends and also your enemies. Also, you can also like just share this video.
Wow, to the enemies.
And don't forget to take Schweppes. Hey, don't forget to take Schweppes. So guys, we still have some. So don't forget to take Schweppes also. So this is where we
Better
draw the
not go high on
curtain.
your episode.
So guys, this is where we draw the curtain on today's episode. Till we see you guys in the next episode. Bye.